1, 2, 3, go. 1, 2, 3, go. 1, 2. That kind of destroys the whole purpose.
1, 2, 3, go. 1, 2, 3, go. 1, 2, 3, go.
We're going. Hello.
Oh, hi.
I'm Tom.
I'm Galen.
And welcome back to another cozy, heartwarming, bone-chilling edition of 15 Minutes of Fume.
I like something that is both heartwarming and bone-chilling. Your heart is
Like
so
me.
warm that your bones get cold, you know?
Right.
Right?
That's
how it works.
This is our whole relationship. If you are watching this, it means that you managed to survive another Christmas.
Yes.
Or that we are part of some convoluted afterlife scenario that will be informing your next steps through whatever is to come.
Online.
Because that's
The
how
future?
how much reality sucks.
Yeah.
Even the afterlife has been compromised. They're like, we don't have time for it. It's all bogged down in bureaucracy, as we saw in Beetlejuice. But it's worse now, if you can even imagine that. Anyway, I don't want to start things off at an uplifting tone that we can't manage to maintain throughout the video. So let's just get back on a familiar, well-trod path of reviewing Winter 2020 General Catalog Perfumes.
Okay.
It turns out, since filming, we got a bunch more of them. In fact, we have another 11 of them. That makes this video very much like a sequel to the one that we did last week, in which we reviewed 11 of them.
Yes.
What's crazy to me is that this does not even comprise an entire set of the whole general collection.
No, we've already been approved for a third movie, so...
And
just like Wonder Woman.
Yeah. Just like it.
Just like it.
I should have worn animal print. I knew it. Anyway, we will also be reviewing the Winter Duets collection, and we're going to be reviewing the paintings, the Winter Paintings one, Lux Bromalis. Is that right? And we also have in the Shadow Room, which is the Haute Macabre blend that was just released recently. We have it. We're going to smell it. Not today.
Not in this video.
You're going to have to
come.
And how do I say this just very clearly so people understand? Subscribe to our channel and watch the videos as they unfold. The wonderful thing about subscribing is that eventually maybe we'll get to monetize this crap. But also it means that you get little notifications when we post a new video and show off our latest, fashions and talk about perfumes and make asses of ourselves. So, of all of the notifications that I could get, those are the kinds that I live for.
Yeah.
So, I even subscribed from another account so that I would get the notifications when I post something here. That's how starved I am for wholesome.
Isn't that nuts?
Wholesome content.
I think that's nuts.
Well, enough about our personal problems. Let's get into these perfumes, shall we? We're going to be doing them alphabetically.
A, B, C, D.
It's just a great way to do things.
Unless
I did, brief tangent is I once saw a huge drag show at a block party where they had a huge lineup of performers, and then they announced right at the beginning that they had not managed to program the show in terms of who should go when, so they were just going to have the performers go alphabetically, which as like a producer and a programmer I just thought was hilariously like the worst way you could possibly do this. It was just, and it was a disaster. So
learn from that.
Yes, but with perfumes you should be okay.
Yeah, it's not the same.
Today we're going to be traveling the gamut from Bear Prince to Snow White. So I think that sounds charming.
Whoa.
And I guess
they end up together? He's the Bear Prince of her dreams. He has to wake her up from her apple-induced coma.
The dwarves lay her in a glass coffin with honey smeared all over her face.
And she wakes up because the Bear Prince is looking at the bear, has a crown on, little cape and scepter.
And she's like, I have died and this is hell. So Bear Prince, the scent is shaggy fur, snow-flecked, and rose-touched. That Bear Prince. This is one that is a recurring winter
favorite
perfume that we have done many times. So here, do you want the lid or the cap, or what do you want?
I would like the bottle.
Good.
Well, then I already drink it.
I already greased up my hand, so I can just smell that.
I bottled this one, and it was incredible to just sit with it for a while and have this permeate the air.
As a avowed rose lover, there's a lot for me to enjoy here. I'm not like the biggest musk and fur person. I've learned, as much as I'm really all about like musk in theory, I'm just like, give me the musk, it sounds great. I want to be on that bandwagon. It doesn't do miraculous things on my skin. The rose musk is actually really helpful to me because I think the two really make some magic happen. And what's fascinating about this one is it does have just like a hint of that kind of like frozen chill.
Yeah.
So
it's crisp, kind of dewy, you know, like
it kind of ticks off several interesting boxes that you don't expect in one scent. You know, it's like with the rose and the fur and the snow. And I have to say, whatever is in the snow note, like, I mean, it actually is kind of sweetening up on my skin a little bit. I guess that's the musk thing. The musk always tends to go a little sweeter on me than I expect. But there are ones like Black Forest, which this would pair marvelously with, I think. Where I usually, on my skin, the musk is one of the more enduring notes, too. And so I end up with a lot of it for longer.
Mm-hmm.
But one answer to that, okay, there are two answers to that, is one, just keep reapplying it. And so you'll just constantly get more of what you came for, and people will leave you alone. And then the other thing you can do is put it in a scent locket or something like that, where you are able to just smell it as it is in the bottle, and you don't have to worry about the kind of transformation as it would evaporate on your skin. So,
or just like spill part of the bottle on the carpet, and then you can just have it in your house. I'm kidding.
Now you're giving away all our secrets. So
that only happens on accident.
I just this is a really delicate rose. Like sometimes the rose note can be really heady to the point where it's almost like kind of sour, which again I don't have a problem with. But like if there's something kind of a little quieter overall about this.
It has a winter hush.
It's peaceful. It's actually kind of calming. I don't remember the snow note being as prominent in past blends, but my memory is Swiss cheese at this point. So it's warming up a bit, and it makes it feel like the snow is melting. Like I like that it's like snow flecked. Like the snow can't actually settle on the Bear Prince. It's gonna melt, and then you've got a wet bear.
Trying to wake up Snow White.
The next one that we have is, I think this is a new one. Am I wrong? I think it's new. Black coffee.
I wonder what's in it.
It'd be really funny if it was just like a shot of espresso.
It's just...
it's actually...
musk and rose. Just kidding. Why'd you call it black coffee? Well, I found that entertaining.
Look, everyone...
I could tell you were annoyed by that joke. I was just like...
I was just
wasting time.
Struggling to understand. It is fun to watch a comic.
I can smell that from here.
Bomb in real life. So.
Oh my. Oh, wow.
It's concentrated in a really interesting way. Which, do you know that how coffee can sometimes be so rich that it almost smells like a little fruity?
Yes.
Because coffee is a bean that grows from a plant that fruits. Like you can actually smell the life of the plant.
Yeah.
That's what I'm getting from this. There have only been one or two bee pals that had the coffee note in that kind of strength. What I love about that part too is that it kind of like takes it out of the realm of like, because obviously black coffee is a very bitter taste, and it really kind of moves it up, like it cuts the bitterness. So it's like smooth and rich, and there's like this kind of like weird robust complexity instead of just that, you know, dregs at the bottom of the pot kind of.
That's incredible. And
there is something actually like a kind of weirdly, I don't want to say burned, but like
it's just like hot off the press.
Toasted.
Yeah, toasted.
Yeah. Is that what they do to the coffee beans? Do they roast them?
Do they toast them?
Do they
sit them down and boast them?
What do they...
I don't...
please don't rap in this video. This is just not...
This is not the time. I won't do it.
Weirdly, I think there might be a little sugar in this coffee. I'm not going to lie. It's black. That just means there's no cream. It doesn't mean there couldn't be a little sugar in it.
Well, I want more coffee.
I didn't even read the
for
description, actually. It says, with an extra shot of espresso to get you through the rest of 2020. That's why I think it actually, the fruitiness is there, because it really has, you know, dimension.
Oh,
like this,
robust.
It's, it actually has, like, it's a nice fragrance. It doesn't just smell like you dumped a McDonald's coffee in your lap. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's, like, worthy of being worn as a fragrance. That's my opinion.
I agree.
There are definitely times when coffee dumped on my lap would be preferable to what I smelled like, you know, normally. So, you do what you gotta do. But if you keep one of these on hand, it shouldn't ever come to that. The third scent that we have today is called Don't Lick It, which is funny. It's a funny joke because normally we have a Lick It perfume. There's a, you know, classic BPAL Lick It scent. In the past, it has also been variations like Lick It with Consent, which, you know, we're always like looking for an angle. BPAL, you know, we have our commentary. We're releasing hundreds of dozens of thousands of perfumes in a shot. Please let us have our jokes, or else we will scream.
Yes.
Anyway, what's funny about this, of course, is that it's called Don't Lick It because there's a pandemic going on, and your saliva is actually like a lethal weapon. So this year we have Don't Lick It, and it says an extra sweet vanilla peppermint for an extra sour year. So I'm pretty sure I know what I'm going into with this. Yes, it flies up my nose immediately, as the peppermint will do. It is very sugary and sweet. It reminds me, of course, a little bit of our friend Mr. Green Lovebird.
I bet if you layered this with the coffee, which I'm not going to do, you'd get like a peppermint mocha smell.
I can't believe I just gendered the Green Lovebird. I feel so terrible. Lovebirds are beyond gender. I'm afraid if I try this on, I won't be able to smell anything else after this, so I get it.
That makes sense.
It's a very, very sweet vanilla peppermint. It smells exactly like that in the bottle, and I'm sure anyone who is around you will smell it and assume that someone is very clean and fresh.
Yeah. It is
The joke's on them.
Sweet and smooth and refreshing.
Wait till they get to know you a little better. Onward to Hearth, which I believe is new?
No.
It's not new?
We had it last year.
Hearth? I feel like I would remember Hearth.
Well,
I'm not checking because I don't believe you. I'm just checking. Oh,
I
wow. Okay, so Hearth is
swear,
old.
yeah.
Hearth dates back to 2004. Everything that I say on camera should be received with a certain amount of incredulity. Like, we are definitely people who could benefit from fact checking. We don't have it in the budget. Generally, we don't have time to, you know, do the research one should do before talking knowledgeably about a product. You're lucky that we can get the lid open, which we even can't do sometimes, and then just smell it and tell you what our stupid brains think they are smelling. But anyway,
My brain's stupid.
your brain, well, I mean, it has its moments. You look very cute. You don't look stupid.
I'm stupid? I'm just going to smell this perfume.
The scent of Hearth is sweet pipe tobacco, cherry wood, the warm, worn leather of an easy chair, and a pleasant, subtle waft of fireplace smoke.
Ooh.
So I bottled this, and it transported me because one of my favorite discontinued GCs from BPAL, it's a lot of alphabet letters, is Rumpelstiltskin from the Fairy Tale collection, and it's gone and has been for a long time. And this actually reminds me of it because it was a very burny, campfire-y smell.
It smells like someone's house during the holidays.
I get a real outdoor
Go figure.
bonfire smell from this. Like, I was kind of shocked to see that the scent notes and the description was kind of like a cozy indoor situation, because for me, this was full on
It really does have a campfireiness.
smelling chimneys when I'm outside kind of smell.
Yeah, yeah.
It reminded me of the barrel fire that I used to huddle around when I used to work at the competitive shooting range as a child. And they would make a trash fire for the children to huddle around when they were bored while their parents were competing in competitive pistol shooting. And we would just drink microwave hot chocolate and then throw styrofoam cups into it.
I put Hearth too close to Don't Lick It, so it's
well, that is
it's
strange.
weirdly blending.
Isn't it?
There's a mintiness and a smokiness, and
Yeah.
it's not a good combination, I would say.
And I can smell the soap that you used when you showered, which was recently. If you can't tell by how clean this angelic person is. I smell a lot of things there.
I think I just put too much of that arb.
You know, I mean, really, we're just a kind of like a constant living example of what not to do.
Oh.
Do you want to smell it on me?
Okay. It's nice. Yeah, it does. It is like smelling people's chimneys from
It
the outside.
smells like burning. And it's funny because I see a lot of people wanting to smell like a campfire is a relatively common desire. I see it bouncing around on social media quite often when people are looking for scent recommendations. Like, if only I could smell like a campfire. And while BPAL has a few things like that, there's often some other component or thing that takes it out of that someone's like, nope, that's just not campfire enough. For me, I think this would do it for you. If you're one of those campfire people. If you want to have that smell like when you came home from camping and your ponytail still smells like a fire for like a day and a half.
Your ponytail.
Yeah. I mean, I've never had a ponytail.
Ponytails really absorb the...
They're very absorbent.
Fire smoke. I'm sorry, I don't know why. It's something's very specific about the ponytail.
Well, it's
that
because
still smells.
the ponytail is like a
mean.
camping necessity. Like when
You gotta tie your hair back if you're tending to the fire.
You have a ponytail. It's just like there's so many reasons why you have to have a ponytail when you're camping. Like, you don't have to have a ponytail when you're camping, but it just seems to happen a lot.
I've never had one, but that's because my hair has never been long enough while I have camped to tie it back.
I'm not in the business of telling people what to do or not to do with their ponytails while camping or otherwise.
But just keep it away from the fire.
Okay? I mean, that's the whole point.
I know, but don't like...
I'm getting upset now.
Okay.
What are you doing?
What are you doing? Don't put your ponytail
Tie
in
your
the
hair
fire.
back. In general, I just think it's so funny how tying your hair back is a thing that people have to learn the hard way. It's like after you've burned your hair or gotten it caught in the laminating machine, then you're like, oh.
Or the mixer.
Oh no.
We've watched a lot of fail videos with hair being sucked into different devices. And
people are going to get funny ideas about us. Why don't we move on to a scent that I wish that I was enjoying in person? Hot buttered rum. Which, by the way, when you were bottling this the other day, I could smell it from
miles away.
Yeah, this was so potent.
The whole neighborhood flopped.
Ooh! Oh my god! Stupidly, I still not only opened.
I could smell
the bottle,
it just from the moment you opened it.
I brought it all the way to my nose as if I hadn't just said that, and then like my eyes turned into X's. You rewind it, you can see the moment. Ooh! So it says hot buttered rum with a touch of molasses, lightly spiced and swirled with a touch of cream. So,
no offense to this one, just like with Don't Lick It, but I'm not gonna try this one on because I think it's just gonna
invade your body like
party town,
like a symbiotic parasite.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I did put a little bit on the back of my wrist so it can be away from everything else.
Cool.
Because I really wanted to kind of get in there and smell literally all of those things. In the bottle, I would say the booze and the sugar are what is coming out. There's like definitely something sweet in there. It's just like whoosh. On the skin, it's much more buttery and also spicy. So I actually am getting more of the subtleties from the blend. You just have to get past that moment where you open it and then like the vapors like jump to the back of your cranium.
Yeah.
I love that though. What I love about really concentrated perfume oils is how they really feel like you're unleashing some kind of magic spell, because like you like even like turn the lid a half turn and then people like 4 cubicles away are just like, what is that smell? Okay, and then of course like I'm getting more of the cream as a kind of a base underneath. You know? It's just kind of like, and it has a kind of a toastiness to it.
Yeah.
It definitely has been like heated up.
It's hot. It's not cold buttered rum.
Cold buttered rum. I love a cold buttered rum where the butter has just solidified across the top and you have to kind of like break it apart
with your ice pick
to drink your cold rum.
Oh, it's raining again.
Oh, it
Maybe you can hear it through our heater.
The next scent we have is JOULUMOURI. JOULUMOURI. Our Lady Christmas, the sweet smiling wife of Finland's Joulupukki. I don't speak Finnish. I may actually have Finnish ancestry for all I know, but like, that's not enough. Joulupukki. What?
I don't know why I think
This
that's
is just
really
me
funny.
reading
Joulupukki.
words off of a website. Joulupukki.
I'm JOULUMOURI, wife of Joulupukki.
Look.
Is that like Mrs. Claus?
Yes, it's Lady Christmas, excuse me.
Sorry.
Goldie Hawn could never. So the scent invokes
is JOULUMOURI. Okay.
I am not watching fucking Kurt Russell as Joulupukki.
I'm not either. We're not doing it. Christmas is gone. It's over.
Christmas is gone. So the scent invokes the comforts of Christmas time and the warmth of love and cheerful companionship. Boring. Just kidding. I can say that now because Christmas is over. A glowing hearth. Oh my god, there's Finnish in this. I don't even know what this means. Oh my god, I'm dead. Kuseli, Risipuro, and Sima. So, okay.
I grew up in a very Finnish-heavy town. I'm not Finnish.
I wasn't interrupting you.
But I'm just
Getting
adding context.
Finnish.
Oh, huh. And I can't tell you anything what this means. Sorry, I'm even talking.
Keep improving, and I will like look up these terms. Well, I do smell.
Mori.
I do smell the hearth in it.
Okay.
You smell that, and I'm gonna Google some of this shit. Okay, so the results for Googling it are not in English.
Wow.
So we're going to let you lovely comment correctors. I know you're out there. Let us know what we're smelling.
One of you has to know these Finnish things.
I'm
Finnish goodies.
getting yeah, definitely this like lovely hearth smoke. I want to say there's like some kind of incense note. Maybe something a little fruity. I'm having a hard time with this one.
Yeah, there's like a fruity smoke.
Fruity smoky, little fruity smoky.
Kind of let me try again. Maybe like a pastry?
I'm not getting pastry from it, but like that doesn't mean anything.
I can't tell you what it is.
All right. Well, we may revisit this one in the comments when we actually know what we're doing. So it's more like 10.5 fragrances that we reviewed. I don't know what that is. I could actually, and here's a funny thing that I have access to, I can actually ask Elizabeth and be like, hey girl, what are you doing?
What's up with JOULUMOURI?
Yes. So if I can find more information about that, I'd be happy to share. Next we have La BEFANA, which is a lovely Epiphany tradition. It says, on the night of the Epiphany, a joyful broomstick riding hag, already my, ears are pricked, clad in a tattered shawl, drops into chimneys all over Italy, bestowing gifts to good children and dropping coal into the stockings of naughty kitties. Why do we even have Santa Claus? This is ridiculous. La BEFANA is goals, and, in this house,
La BEFANA
we
is
stand.
goals.
So the scent is candy charcoal, winter lilies, Parma violet, a sprig of cypress, a poof of chimney dust, and holiday sweets.
I bottled this one.
Magic.
I did not know what was in it, but I really enjoyed smelling it, and I'm excited to try it on.
Here, have some La BEFANA.
I don't know how it plays. I couldn't pick out anything when I was bottling it. I was like, it just smells kind of sweet and dusty.
Sweet and dusty.
Sooty.
It reminds me of some past other BPAL Yules that involved like chimney smoke and candy and such. I always like it when we cross the streams like that. The violet is like right there.
Yeah, I'm definitely getting that.
I really like it though because
candy note from the candy charcoal.
Violet in a floral bouquet usually starts to just get to be too much for me, but like violet in a coal soot and chimney dust bouquet is like, and candy. There's something kind of just really sweet and jolly about this.
She's a jolly old hag.
It has an element that is difficult to cuddle up to, thanks to the, sootiness and dustiness, and even maybe the intensity of like the candy and the violet, like all together. It's like, wow, a powerful being.
Yeah, I'm definitely amping more of the chimney dust.
You want to smell mine? Because I feel like
I like this.
all
It's really interesting.
violet. I'm turning violet.
Oh, weird. Yeah, that smells different.
Can I smell
You
yours?
have like a very smoky violet.
Yes, yours smells dustier. I kind of like yours better. However, I am who I am. I'm learning to accept that.
Interesting.
And I'm wildly amping the violet.
You are.
So just know that that's a thing that could happen, and you
may
should be
amp
fine.
The violet. You may be susceptible to amping the violet.
I think that means maybe that I'm naughty and you're nice.
Oh.
You know? Like maybe I got like the different blend, the interpretation, because maybe you're the bad one.
I'm nice. Oh, now I'm nice?
It's all an act, everyone. Would you like to hear what's up next?
I would.
So the next one is Mari Lloyd. Lloyd? Did I say that correctly? It's Welsh.
Her.
I'm lucky I can pronounce English. And then Welsh is like this whole other game. You know, it's like you were raised playing tic-tac-toe and then suddenly someone tries to get you to play Clue. And you're just like, I don't understand. But I'm intrigued because there's a murder involved.
Someone was murdered? Yeah. And I have to solve it?
Mari Lloyd is another wonderful midwinter tradition involving a horse skull figure.
Yeah, what is she, though?
It says, the beribboned grey mare travels door to door with her entourage, seeking permission to wassail and initiate a contest of wit. A battle of improvised verses filled with good-natured ridicule set to song. So, you know.
This lady with the horse skull shows up with her entourage and starts rapping at you.
Yes.
Rapping at your chamber door.
And if the Mari party were victorious, they're invited into the home to partake of ale and cakes and provide entertainment for the family. I don't know.
If Mari wins the rap battle, you have to invite her inside.
This is what I'm saying. I love there's like a challenge involved. I feel like Christmas, American Christmas, is too easy. Anyone can
bring back the wintertime rap battles, you guys.
So the scent is Welsh cakes and ale with a smattering of dried lavender.
I bottled this one as well, and I could not tell what was in it because I did not have the notes on hand, but I found it incredible. I bottled this one right after La Befana.
We smelled so much lavender recently because of the Lilith collection, which usually has a bunch of it. So, in a way, this feels like really nice and familiar.
We had another gourmand lavender situation in my hand, similar to the
Madeleines.
The lavender and white chocolate Madeleines.
This one weirdly is a little more edible to me because the cakes are just like shining through a little more. The lavender is definitely there. I love how cozy this is. It's really relaxing. This is like falling asleep with a full stomach and you know that you'll be sad that you did it later, but like in the moment it just feels like the right thing to do.
This is the scent of a rap battle winner. No, invite her in for.
Unfortunately, very few things rhyme with lavender.
Oh wow, this is great. Yeah, there's a kind of.
Oh, I could hang out here all day, and it has a kind of
from the ale.
A weird kind of effervescence, like I dare say, like yeasty.
Yeah, yeah.
But like, I'm not scared of that.
It's like sweet,
like a kind of a yeasty honey lavender.
Yeah.
Magic.
Wow.
Magic. I'm sorry, I gotta go back to La Befana for a second. Yeah, I'm getting super violet over here. Who do you think would win in a rap battle, La Befana or Mari Lloyd?
Mari Lloyd.
She's
gonna rap that song from Teen Witch. You know the one.
I just experienced a cringe that started at my eyelids and then went all the way down my body. All right. Okay, so the next one we have is Marshmallow Snow. I bottled this one, I'm not ashamed to say. Soft poofs of chilled marshmallow.
Exciting.
It's hard also to rhyme something with marshmallow. It just doesn't rhyme. The chill is really intense right here in the bottle.
Yeah.
Now, granted, these are hot off the presses, and it's like we don't even let them rest like a lot of people do when you get perfume oils in the mail. And some people are really religious about like, do not smell them, do not touch them.
Do not even look at them. Don't even think of them.
Put them in a crawl space under your house. Revisit in 4 to 7 years. That was 4 to 7, not 47. But like
47 years.
But if you're
47 years later.
If your bee pal is only 45 years old, is it even aged? I don't think so.
Okay, this has that kind of juniper.
It does.
In it.
Yeah.
For the chill.
Yeah.
Because I'm getting that. I am amping that.
I'm glad you said it. But
weirdly, it does not smell like marshmallow on me.
So if you give it time, what I found, because it's really funny, because we just smelled like Don't Lick It, which is the vanilla. What was it? Don't Lick It. It was the. It's like raining around us.
Yeah, I don't.
Peppermint.
You
that's
might
right.
be able to hear that.
Vanilla. It was like vanilla peppermint.
Where'd you go?
I know. I lost track. So this is so interesting because.
Okay, the longer that it is on the skin, the marshmallow does show up.
Yes.
But on me immediately, it was just like a juniper sprig.
Yes, it's like the whole thing together is just like very. It's like sweet, and then there's this like evergreen quality that is really beautiful, but it's like more in the juniper direction than like a spruce.
Yeah. As
far as my nose goes. And then the longer I wear it, this like vanilla just kind of like blossoms out of it. It's like the sweetness of the marshmallow just kind of like poofs. It's a slow poofer. It's a grower, not a shower. I love it. I know that we do. I mean, it's the winter collection, so there's lots of kind of like evergreen variations, and we'll get into that more with the winter duets as we film that. But no two of them are really the same, and that's the trick, is if we only came out with kind of one, the people who like that specific kind of thing would go for it and everyone else would avoid it. And I just like that there's like sort of different ways of approaching. Even Black Ice was like that. It was like a similar kind of like frozen winter scent with its own kind of peculiar sweetness, but like with a radically different agenda.
Mm-hmm.
And I just find this one really nice and relaxing. But don't be shocked when you open it and you get the evergreen note, like right there.
Yeah.
You were told.
We tried to tell you.
Right, we're closing in on the home stretch here. Peacock Queen. Peacock Queen. That's a, slang term for a drag queen that likes to wear lots of feathers. I'm just kidding. That's actually completely redundant.
She's a peacock queen.
She's a peacock queen. That would be great, actually, a way to describe, be shady and describe a drag queen who can't sing. Because you've heard of peacocks, right? It says, in dramatic contrast to the soft innocence of Snow White and the dew-kissed freshness of her sister Rose Red, this is a blood red, voluptuous rose, velvet-petaled at the height of bloom. Haughty and imperious, vain, yet incomparably lovely to the eye, but thick with thorns of jealousy, pride, and hatred. How's that for a winter mood? It's like, oh, like candy for the children. Then it's like, what about an imperious queen with a bad attitude?
What about a bitch of a rose?
What about a real bitch of a rose? How about that?
Who can't sing?
Oh, wow. Who can't sing? Okay, I'm done. I'm done. I'm sorry I did that.
Oh, wow. That is a juicy rose.
My eyes just rolled back into my head.
Oh my god. That's like the rosiest rose I've ever rosed.
It is velvety. There's like a hint of kind of like sweetness where it shows you how it could go into a really sweet area.
And a hint of greenness.
And then these evil wings come out and
fresh.
enfold you and pull you in, and then she bites your head off. It's inviting. It's not like a truly forbidding rose. But then like the deeper you get into it, the more you realize that the dimensions are endless. You've been tricked. Wow. And then your head is bitten off.
Do peacocks do that? They bite off the heads of their critics. Don't you dare tell me I can't sing.
This is why they were, the animal associated with the goddess Hera. She would send her flocks of peacocks to devour people. I wouldn't now. I really want to do a drawing of like peacocks, like you know, tearing someone apart. Where's that
if that's
holiday horror movie, Peacock Queen?
Wow.
This is gorgeous.
Yeah.
Sorry, I mean I'm trying to be like entertaining while I'm also overwhelmed by an aesthetic experience. Can I? Where's yours? I want to smell. I'm just doing this because it's actually too hard to get to the place of my arm where I put it. Oh, it's so nice.
Yeah.
I think I've had a bottle of this in the past from the old times, and I didn't appreciate it. I think I have one somewhere, an old one. It would be cool to compare them. This is also just this is the kind of scent from the winter collection that you can definitely enjoy year round. A rose is a rose is a rose. You know,
is a rose.
They tend to grow whenever. So, this is what you want a rose to smell like.
Yeah. Sometimes they don't smell like that.
Isn't it tragic that
like,
you can buy like the grocery store roses like where they were like
are not scented? Descented at birth?
Yeah, who it's like declawing a cat. It's terrible. Let the rose speak.
People don't buy roses to not smell them, right?
I just don't understand it.
Don't you want to smell the roses? Stop and smell the roses?
Or just
wake up and smell the coffee?
Keep going and smell the roses. Like, take them with you. It's fine.
Keep going and smell the roses.
Yeah, like cross-stitch that on a pillow. And the pillow should have like a crossbody strap so you can take it with you while you keep going. Anyway.
Well, it's really coming down out there.
Yeah, it is.
It is a-raining. We had a huge thunderstorm last night. It was crazy, and now it is raining again.
I'll just let you keep talking about the weather
blah blah
while I smell roses
blah,
off
blah, blah.
a difficult place from the end of my elbow.
Wah, wah, wah.
Incredible. Okay, so we have to move on. We have to finish the video.
We must.
We have other things to do today. We have arrived
at the end.
Oh my God! At the final one, which is Snow White. I know after smelling Peacock Queen that kind of dissed Snow White a little bit, because Peacock Queen was like described, you know, in contrast to Snow White's soft innocence. So now I'm just like, who does Snow White think she is? Anyway, I'm already taking on the powers of the Peacock Queen from smelling the rose scent.
Yeah.
And now I'm just like, Snow White? Okay. I mean,
I don't know her.
If you're into that kind of thing. So the scent is a chilly, bright perfume, flurries of virgin snow, crisp winter wind, and the faintest breath of night-blooming flowers. You ready to go in with an open mind, even though you've been corrupted by the influence of the evil Peacock Queen and her army of peacock skanks?
Wow.
Ooh. Oh. So I was bracing for another blast of chill, kind of like some of the ones we've had, like the marshmallow snow. This is gentler. It really is like...
It's incredibly soft.
Here, take this so I don't kick it over.
I will.
Where's some real estate here? What's left? I think I can do the back of this hand. Wow. The first thing that I'm getting is that faint breath of flowers. And it really truly is just like... I think that this is like what... A lot of the floral blends, because it's perfume oil, are just so strong, and that opening them, I've watched it happen at events over and over again where someone's like, oh, I'm interested in this, and then they open the bottle and they smell it, and it like knocks their hat off. And this is, I think, just like a much more insinuating and welcoming floral bouquet. And you do get a sense of the darkness, like it's dusky.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's cool.
Not in an evergreen kind of way.
But it's not cool in an evergreen kind of way.
There's just like a coldness to it.
She's chill, bro.
And kind of like, I want to say there's like a muskiness to it. It's like a light musk. Mm-hmm. I don't know. It's like a musky flower. Cool musky flowers.
This really reminds me, I think, just from the color palette, it's kind of like a dawn, like a daybreaking kind of like scent, you know? Like wow, it's just indescribable.
It's nice, it's soft.
night blooming flowers. Like I'm not getting like sometimes I don't know if your mind went to jasmine because of course mine did, but like
It doesn't smell like
it's
jasmine.
not
I'm
super
not sure
jasmine-y.
what
It wouldn't
these night
shock me if it
bloomers
was
are.
in there, but the jasmine is like tempered if it's there. It does have this strange innocence, but also this darkness, which is really fascinating.
Yeah.
It's a more complex heroine than you might be used to from, more Disney-fied versions of this story. It has a tragic backstory. Well, that shut me right up, didn't it?
I love that.
So,
Wow.
and to recap, what have you got? What's your favorites here? Who do you think would win a rap battle with Mary Lloyd, Snow White or Peacock Queen? I feel like Snow White's rap would make you think. Peacock Queen might like be the more obvious winner because she's like got like stank, but Snow White's like, wait a second, she really read me for filth.
Gosh. I really like Bear Prince. I really like La Befana and Mary Lloyd.
What's this? Sorry to do this to you. Is it? What is that? What did I wear there? We could do this all day.
I don't know.
Isn't it nice?
Yeah.
Well,
I love the Peacock Queen, and I really love Snow White. I think Snow White is maybe my favorite right now.
I'll have to roll back the tape and like watch myself apply perfumes to see what I put right there. This is like a living archive of our bumbling through life. Fascinating. Okay, well, this was quite a different journey. I am really excited by the Hearth scent. I wore it a lot the day that I bottled it because anytime I spilled a drop, I was just like, Peacock Queen is going to be like a lot of fun, and that's the kind of thing, in addition to wearing it, that I would actually find a way to like, diffuse or fill the house with because, Snow White is like something that I don't know if it really fits like who I am as a person or aspire to be. I'm really outing myself as a real Peacock Queen, but it's just gorgeous. Well, we have a lot to consider. I hope you have things to consider. I just want to remind everyone that shipping right now is a hellscape, and we have no control over how long it takes for the post office to disentangle its particular, web of lies. And
There's thunder.
much respect to our USPS homies. But also, I know that people at the lab this week are trying to take a little bit of time off, so, we're just struggling to get through the orders as fast as we can. And I beseech you to exert all sorts of patience and consider the demands on a small business during the holidays, so that La Befana will leave you treats next Christmas instead of coal. So, with that, we are signing off, and we'll be back with more reviews in the nearest future. My finger got caught in your shirt, so I think I smelled too much hot buttered rum.
Yeah, probably. Now you're all hot and buttered.
I had black coffee and hot buttered rum within a half hour of each other, so it's like, no, don't do that. Well, in case we don't see you, and I hope we do, but in case we don't, happiest of New Year's to you. I hope next year is better than this year. That's what we said the year before and the year before that, but like one of these times we're going to get it right. So until next time, Tom, Galen, signing off.